Do you want to try meditating? You've heard of all the science benefits, and yet you just can't. Either you haven't tried or gotten started, or you have tried multiple times and failed, or you're just too busy and distracted and it just seems like too much work. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the top reason why meditation fails for so many, and it doesn't have to. I'm going to also show you one simple, easy way to get started. This has helped thousands of students, and then end with my favorite part, which is the one thing that will help make meditation so much easier. Why meditation doesn't work. Number one is people go too far too fast. They expect I'm going to get some sort of benefit right away when I've never done anything. And of course, that's going to be failing. That's like someone who eats like crap, never exercises, and sits all day to get inspired by something and then say, I'm going to go run a 5K tomorrow. They could kill themselves doing that, but that's not going to go so well. And it'll be miserable and it's not sustainable. So meditation is no different. You have to take baby steps. You have to take and chunk down different milestones. So if you've never started, the first thing is, most people start with guided meditation, or they just do 5 minutes and maybe build up to 3 times a week and get more consistent, and then go to something deeper like an hour. And then now I do an hour a day. Actually, I try to go for 2 hours a day. And it's my secret superpower to help be not just so productive, but more importantly, to have deeper connected relationships and be more present in my life. So for you, what does the first baby step look like? So here's the one thing that I think makes a huge difference, is simply to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness simply is being 100% present, using typically your 5 senses, and bringing your conscious awareness to where you're normally unconscious. So really great ways to start meditation is actually to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is nice because it's not formal. It can be done literally anytime. Some people call mindfulness, if you do it throughout the day intentionally, like a living meditation, because you're being very conscious when you eat, to smell the food, chew it slowly, feel all the juices in your mouth. As you swallow, feel the heat or this coldness coming down. Maybe feeling grateful for all the hands that helped, the hands that harvested the food and grew the food and brought it to the store, as you're eating. So that's an example of a mindful activity. And if you string a bunch of mindful activities consciously over time, that becomes really a living meditation. You don't have to sit on a mat. You don't have to go into silence. You can just be doing your day-to-day life. You're just bringing some conscious awareness. Maybe it's walking your dog, right? And as you're walking, you're feeling your feet against the pavement. You're watching your breath, taking deeper breaths, and you're just enjoying nature, maybe the sunshine or the rain or whatever weather is happening. So mindfulness is something anyone can practice anytime. And once you feel the benefits of that, which is, I think, easier and faster than meditation, that will help build the first step, the first foundation towards being able to meditate and sit. The one thing that makes meditation easier is movement. Yes, sometimes called somatics, and somatics just means, it's a coined term by this guy, but really all it means is using your body's wisdom to be more mindful and conscious. One of the best movements that helped me be able to meditate and reap all the benefits is from Qigong or Tai Chi. I do a form called Tanmudo. So Qigong, if you just think of that as an umbrella term, it's any movement that has to do with the study and the practice of similar movements to explore energy. And so Qi means vital force energy. Gong is like the study and the practice and the movement of. In different cultures, it's Qigong in Korean, Qigong in Chinese, and it's, I'm sure, a lot of other things. And Tai Chi is a type of Qigong. Tanmudo, which I specialize in, is a type of Qigong. Movement, especially through Qigong, is something that I highly recommend. And one of the initial moves that helped make a difference is bowing, Qigong bowing. And it's similar to like a sun salutation in yoga. You bring your hands up and you come to the ground. So bowing is super simple, and it's just where you inhale up, you come down, bending, hinging from the waist, bend at the knees, go on all fours, and then sit back, raise your palms up, Elbows are on the ground. You come back on all fours, tuck your toes under, push off a little bit, and then come onto your feet, and then rise slowly from the knees up. And that's one round, one bow. So you can add the breath in, go inhale, hold the breath, exhale, come all the way down, hold the breath, and come up. But let's break it down even more, because that was one whole breath in. So if you want to make 2 breaths per bow, it's inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, tucking the feet under, and exhaling. Like that. So that is a very quick demo of a bow. But I like to do 83 bows or 81 bows to the Qigong, which is this ancient, beautiful, ancient text from the Tao that is about 5,000 years old and is about how the universe works. And it's in like a lot of numbers. And I listen to that while I bow and I smile because it helps relax the brain. And when I do the 81 bows at the end, my mind is very purified and cleared out from the movement. And then after the Qigong bowing, then I can sit much, much easier. I had to bow in the beginning before sitting because I just couldn't, there was just too much going on and too distracting. And the bowing movement helped center and calm. So you can keep adding layers, but as you also integrate the breathing, you can start to focus on spiritual and energetic aspects as well. I won't get into that here, but I'll go ahead and put a link that goes a little more in depth about how to do bowing, and there's many variations of bowing. You can do super slow bowing or super fast bowing if your mind is really wild and crazy. And again, this just helps settle and bring the awareness back into the body, into the present moment where the body lives, than in the future thinking and worrying, or in the past regretting and planning. So for bowing, you can start off with 21 bows. If that's too hard, do what you can. Maybe that's 5 or 10. I've grown to 81 and 103, even 1,000 on special occasions, but you don't have to go so hardcore. So just start where you are. Whatever will help. You're done basically when your mind feels more focused and relaxed. When I have a lot going on, I go more intense and longer, and it helps clear more out. So you find that balance for you and don't overdo it. But once you feel that mind settling, then you can practice meditation. That's how movement is the one thing that can really help bridge the gap of not going too far too fast, allowing you to take the baby steps necessary to meditate. And make a goal for yourself. So maybe it's just 5 minutes once a week, right? And sitting down and doing that. I'm also going to put in here a link to the 5-day energy challenge. And that course is inside of our school community. People be able to stress less more and be able to focus and feel more energy throughout the rest of the day. Less than half an hour a day. You can take it at your own pace and get a bunch of free resources. We do a simple 10-minute meditation, and there's a video that you can go along with. So that's where I am all the time, and I'd love to say hi and see how this has made a difference for you. All right, thanks. Bye.